Well, welcome back to all our faithful viewers. We just appreciate you so much, and all of you new people that are joining us for the first time. This is Carla, and I'm Pastor Luigi, and we're just so excited to be here. And we were going to end the last segment we just did. It's almost now 2 o'clock in the morning here in San Antonio, Texas. But we just felt like we're just fired up. We're excited about our new show called Belief, and we thought, let's just do one more. And so we're going to just do one more. We may do 2 more. We don't know. But anyway, we just want to thank you so much for being part of Belief and joining us. But we're going to get on the serious side. We're going to be, because we've been talking about belief and emotions. And so we're going to kind of get on the serious side, right? Is that right?
Yeah, but you know what? I know you're going to probably choke me being that it's so early, late.
It's early in the morning, so it's early.
Yeah. Hair's everywhere and everything. But you know what? I think this is very, very important. And
so our plan and our script is just gone, in other words.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just that I can't focus on anything else because I really need to share this.
Okay.
How we met. How is it that all this happened?
Well, that's what you want to tell me.
Yes, I do.
You want to listen, you want to stop what you're doing and just listen. Okay, I don't care what, no distractions. You need to pay attention because this is a story that we would consider a God thing, a miracle, a blessing, God's favor. This is an amazing story that's going to touch your heart. Carla, take it away.
Thank you. Okay, he's not killing me after all. But you know what? It's amazing how God works. Talking about divine connections and all. I mean, it's amazing. I'm looking for a home. And Christian, his brother, he's a realtor. He says, hey, you know what about the 281 1604 here in San Antonio? And I'm like, no, that's too far traffic, just look at the house, it's beautiful. Okay, so we come, and as soon as I walk into this home, remember, I still don't know him. My first time in the home. I was amazed how, by just walking in, the feeling I got, and the little notes that were posted all over the bathroom, the closets. I mean, every room I walked, it was like a little inspiring note. And at that moment, I was going through my little negativity, doubts, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it, scared, fear and all that. Reading those little notes really made a lot, it really impacted me. There were some
faith in the words.
Yes, there were some that really, really touched me and left me thinking,
Yeah.
Well, time passed. At the time, I had another realtor, so there isn't really anything that I could have
And that was back
done.
in June, and we're in October 10th, 2012.
Exactly.
That was in June. Okay.
June.
Just so you'll know, we're the timeline.
So, this past Friday, Christian, coming back from Mexico, he just persistent. Hey, you know what? My brother. Let my brother help you. He's going to help you. And of course, fear kicks in. And that's something that I've been working on, believing and versus fear. I mean, it's humanly speaking, I'm trying. I'm working on that part, okay?
Right.
So, okay, am I going to be able to afford it? How am I going to do it? All of a sudden, it's I'm going to be with electricity, water, and this and that. So Christian is telling me, just let my brother tell you where you're going to be at. Just give him a chance.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so we meet at the mall. And all of a sudden, we're thinking about all these houses. I have my computer, okay, why? So this. And then out of nowhere, I remember those little notes. And I asked Christian, I said, okay, what about that house that we saw a long time ago? It's probably sold, right? So he goes, yeah, you know what, that was a beautiful home. They probably sold it a long time ago.
True.
And then I started thinking, I kept on going and said, well, what about you ask your brother? Maybe he has it. And then he goes, no, Giancarlo, that's already been too long or whatever. And I said, but you know what about, just ask him, maybe it hasn't, for whatever reason it hasn't, right? He's right there. So all of a sudden he's looking and he goes, you know what, okay, let me ask him. So then he says, no, I believe he called you at that time.
He did, yeah.
And then, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm like, you know what, I need to talk to him. I really need to talk to him. There was something a reason, I don't even know why I needed to talk to him.
Right.
So he puts me on the phone. And I got so overwhelmed, excited, and all that. It wasn't because of the house. It was I can't describe it. So then seriously, I started listening to you and everything. You should have seen. It was like, why are you so hyper? I'm like, I need to meet him. I already talked to him. Now I need to meet him. You know? So it was this urge that I needed to meet you, and I just didn't know why. So then, you know, I'm like, Christian, tell your brother, can we meet him? And then I said, Mr. Guy, I'm sorry, you're probably going to kill me about this one. But I whispered in his ear, in Christian's ear, and said, I know this is not about the house, and I know I'm taking time of your brother's workflow to show us the home, but there is something there, and I don't know what it is.
That's good.
You know? So then, okay, he makes the appointment. I call my mom. My mom's not feeling good at all. You know, she's like, I'm going to have to have all these testings. I can't even walk, and da-da-da, right? So then we come here and everything, and I'm like, my goodness, you know, I love this home. So then I get to meet you, and I'm like looking at you, and I'm just staring, and you just keep on talking and sharing and all this awesomeness, you know, positive things that like, for example, you don't hear it in church, and I'm not trying to put any pastor, any church down.
Sure.
But you have ways of talking to people where it's like an arrow, you know, right where it needs to go.
She likes to compliment me. I know.
No, there were a lot of things said, you know, that were making me think. As far as the fear that I was feeling,
right?
You know, you said so many things that were calming me down. You know,
good.
I know that God is much bigger than anything, but when my fear was kicking in about all these different things,
sure.
I was shrinking God, knowing that He, you know, I shouldn't be doing that.
No.
So you telling me all these things is like all of a sudden it's like, okay, you know what? Hey, God is bigger than this. God is bigger than what I'm thinking. God is, you know, I mean, look what He's done in my life.
So you started believing that it could happen.
Exactly. Because
good.
of
so there's emotions again, right?
There we go. You know, because I saw your energy. I saw your belief. You kept on saying believe in the faith and this and this and that, and it was sinking in. I was absorbing, and I was just listening. So it's contagious, you know.
It is.
All
absolutely.
that stuff's contagious.
Negative or positive, it's contagious.
Right. So then, you know, we're having cookies, we're having coffee, and all of a sudden it's like 5 hours past. We never talked about the house. You know,
5
we talked about
hours.
everything
We talked
else.
about God and the Lord and faith and believe and 5 hours. Never even talked about the house. I'm trying to sell my house. We don't even talk about it. Now, what are the chances of that happening, right? That's a God thing.
So I'm feeling bad, but then it's like I'm looking at you and I'm having a vision. You know, we're talking way earlier about vision. You know, what moved you into becoming what you did in your early 20s.
Right.
Well, I started having a vision, and the vision had to do with this. Not necessarily in your home, but somewhere, not so soon, but maybe in the future.
In the future.
You know? I mean, God is awesome how He just like surprises overnight, right?
Right.
So then, okay, I didn't know that my mom was going to come. So then after, you know, after the 5 hours, 6 hours, everybody was tired. Christian had to go. His brother had to go. And I still want to be here and talk to you, but I know we had to do some stuff. So within me, I was like, you know what? There's a reason why I met this man, and I need to find out why. And I know it's not the house. There's a reason why. And I kept on telling Christian, you know, and he's like, he's an awesome man. Yes, but aside of his awesomeness, there's a reason why. You know, I used to believe in coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that anymore.
No. God thing.
Exactly, and I've learned that you need to expect every morning when you get up, you say, okay, Lord, what surprises do you have for me? And I've learned how to do that, and it works.
Oh, it's
it
awesome.
works so wonderful.
It's
you
amazing.
know?
It is amazing to watch how God, when you let go, like you were saying in one of the previous videos, that when you let go and you give everything to God, how things work better. Yes, you know, you can try to make your life work, and it might work okay. But we can tell you from experience, it'll never work the way you really want it to work until you give it to God. Like this story. And that's only part of the story. We're going to have to come back because we knew it was going to take 2 or 3 shows to do this whole story. So we're going to be back. Make sure you come on back and watch the next video, and she's going to continue the story. Thank you very much. Remember to believe, and God bless you.
We need some music.
We need some music. We're going to have that too. That's coming. We're going to have some music here before you know it. So stay tuned. There's a lot more to come.